All right, let's talk about building your financial future. It can feel so incredibly complicated. There's just a mountain of advice out there, and it's really easy to get lost. But what if you could simplify the whole thing with just one single, powerful blueprint? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. Sound familiar? You hear about stocks, insurance, retirement accounts, saving for your kids' college, and it feels like you're being pulled in a dozen different directions all at once. It's a super common feeling, but I promise you, there is a logical place to start.
And here's the secret. Stop treating your finances like some random checklist and start thinking of it like building a house. I mean, look at this blueprint. Everything has its place, and there's an order to things. You wouldn't try to put a roof on a house before you've even poured the foundation, would you? Of course not. Well, the very same logic applies to building wealth.
So let's start where any good construction project has to begin, the foundation. This is, without a doubt, the bedrock of your entire financial future.
And listen, I really can't stress this enough. If your foundation is shaky, anything you try to build on top of it is eventually going to be at risk. The things we're about to cover, they are the absolute, non-negotiable first steps. You just can't skip this part. So, the first pillar of our foundation is all about liquidity and debt reduction. Think of this as the financial shock absorber for your house. It means having an emergency fund ready to go for all those curveballs life throws at you, and having a solid plan to pay down major debts, like your mortgage, that could threaten your stability. Next up, we install the security system. That's your asset and income protection. This is your insurance, life insurance, disability coverage, understanding your benefits at work. It protects your single most important asset, which is your ability to earn an income. One bad event shouldn't cause the whole house to collapse.
And the final piece of our foundation puzzle is budgeting and estate planning. Your budget, that's the detailed architectural plan for your house. It manages your cash flow so you know exactly what's coming in and going out. And your estate plan, things like a will, that's the legal framework that protects your family and your legacy.
Okay, so the concrete has set. Our foundation is strong, it's secure, and it's ready to support a lot more weight. So what's the next step in building our financial house?
Well, now it's time to build upwards. We're putting up the framing, the walls. We're building the main living space. This is the middle level of our house, and this part is all about growth.
You can see it right here in the diagram. Now that we've got that solid base, we can actually build the main living space of our financial house. The whole focus shifts from just protection and stability to strategically building for the long-term future. A huge part of this level is retirement and tax efficiency. This means using some really powerful tools like tax-advantaged accounts, things like RRSPs and TFSAs here in Canada, or your 401k and Roth IRA in the US, and your pension. These accounts are designed to let your money grow without getting hammered by taxes, and that makes an absolutely massive difference over time.
Another room on this floor is for those big specific goals, like saving for education. This is all about strategically planning for huge future expenses, often using special accounts like an RSP, which can even come with government grants to give your savings a serious boost.
All right, the walls are up, the middle floor is built. You can really start to see the future taking shape now, can't you? But our house isn't quite weatherproof yet. So how do we finish the job and protect everything we've built inside?
It is time for the final phase of construction. It's time to raise the roof. This is the capstone that's going to complete our entire financial structure.
And just look at the diagram here. You can see so clearly how the roof can only exist because the foundation and the walls are strong enough to hold it up. This final tier completes the house, and it protects everything you've worked so hard to build underneath it.
So what's up here on this top level? This is where your non-registered investments live. We're talking about things like individual stocks, investment properties, stuff that doesn't have those special tax advantages. This is the tier for wealth acceleration. But, and this is so important, it is the last thing you build, and only after the rest of your house is totally secure.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? You have to prioritize building that stable foundation first. That security is what makes true, sustainable, long-term growth possible in the first place.
Okay, construction is complete. The crew has gone home. Now it's time to step back, take a look, and do the final inspection of our newly finished financial house.
And there it is, a complete financial structure, built in the right order. Looking at this, you can really see how each level supports the one above it. The base gives you security, the middle builds for your future, and the top accelerates your growth. This, right here, is a structure that's built to last.
So if you take just one thing away today, let it be this simple 3-step blueprint. Number 1, secure your foundation with protection and solid planning. 2, build your middle for growth using those tax-efficient tools. And only then do you move to step 3, raise the roof with investments that are designed to accelerate your wealth.
And that brings us to the final and really the most important question. As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a second and look at your own finances through this exact same lens. Are there any cracks in your foundation? Have you maybe tried to build the roof before the walls were even up? Is your financial house truly built to last?